Car repairs can be stressful, but what's worse is getting scammed by a mechanic who sees you as an easy target. Many drivers end up paying for services they don't actually need, hidden fees, or overpriced parts. Don't let yourself be tricked. Learn about these common scams and stay one step ahead. Scam number 1. The urgent fluid flush. Many mechanics try to convince car owners that their vehicle urgently needs a fluid flush, claiming that old or dirty transmission fluid, brake fluid, or coolant can cause serious damage. While it is true that fluids need to be replaced over time, a full flush is not always necessary, especially if your car is running fine. Some mechanics use this trick to charge extra money for a service that your car may not even need. They might tell you that your fluid is too dirty or contaminated and must be flushed immediately to prevent engine failure. However, the best way to know if your car really needs a flush is to check the manufacturer's recommended maintenance schedule. If a mechanic insists that your fluid is bad, always ask to see it yourself. Some dishonest mechanics even show fake dirty fluid samples to convince customers. Instead of agreeing right away, get a second opinion from a trusted mechanic. Regular fluid changes are important, but unnecessary flushes can be a waste of money. Be informed about your car's maintenance needs and don't let anyone pressure you into paying for something you don't actually need. Scam number 2. The mysterious check engine light. One of the most common tricks some dishonest mechanics use to exploit customers is the dreaded check engine light. This little dashboard warning can mean anything from a loose gas cap to a serious engine issue, making it the perfect tool for shady repair shops to take advantage of unsuspecting car owners. When the check engine light comes on, many drivers panic, assuming the worst. Dishonest mechanics prey on this fear by making you believe that your vehicle has a major problem that requires immediate and costly repairs. They may plug in a diagnostic scanner, show you a confusing error code, and then claim that you need expensive parts or labor-intensive repairs, when in reality, the issue might be something as simple as a faulty sensor or a minor adjustment. Instead of rushing to the nearest mechanic and blindly trusting their diagnosis, take a step back and investigate the issue yourself. One of the best ways to avoid falling into this trap is by using an OBD2 scanner, a small and inexpensive device available online or at auto parts stores. This scanner allows you to read the diagnostic trouble codes DTCS yourself, giving you an idea of what might be wrong before you even step into a repair shop. Many modern versions even connect to your smartphone and provide simple explanations for the codes, making it easier for you to understand the problem. Scam number 3. Unnecessary air filter replacements. One common scam mechanics use is convincing you that your air filters need to be replaced more often than necessary. There are 2 main filters in most cars: the engine air filter and the cabin air filter. Dishonest mechanics may show you a dirty filter, sometimes not even from your car, to pressure you into paying for a new one. In reality, engine air filters usually need replacement every 12,000 to 15,000 miles, while cabin air filters last around 15,000 to 30,000 miles, depending on driving conditions. Instead of blindly trusting the mechanic, check your car's manual for the recommended replacement interval. You can also inspect the filter yourself. If it's only slightly dirty, a simple cleaning may be enough. If the mechanic insists on replacing it too soon, say no and replace it yourself later for a fraction of the cost. Scam number 4. The fake worn-out brake pads. Some mechanics try to trick customers by claiming their brake pads are dangerously worn out, even when they still have plenty of life left. They might show you some random old damaged brake pads, which may not even be from your car, to convince you that you need an immediate replacement. Since brakes are a critical safety component, many drivers agree to the costly repair out of fear. To avoid this scam, always ask to see the actual brake pads from your car and check the thickness yourself. Most brake pads need replacement when they are 3 mm or thinner. If you're unsure, get a second opinion from another shop before paying for unnecessary brake work. Scam number 5. Charging for parts. They never replaced. One of the most common scams at shady repair shops is charging for new parts without actually replacing anything. A mechanic might tell you that they installed a brand new battery, alternator, or spark plugs, but in reality they just cleaned the old parts and put them back in. Since most people don't check under the hood, they never realize they were scammed. To avoid this, always ask for the old parts back after a replacement. Also, if you're getting expensive repairs done, mark the part with a small scratch or sticker beforehand so you can check if it was actually replaced. Scam number 6. The free inspection trap. Many auto repair shops lure customers in with a free inspection offer, making it seem like a great way to get a quick checkup for your car without spending a dime. However, this so-called free service often turns into an expensive trap. Once your car is in their hands, some dishonest mechanics exaggerate minor issues or even create fake problems to convince you that urgent, costly repairs are needed. They might tell you that your brakes are dangerously worn out, your engine has a serious leak, or your suspension is about to fail, all to pressure you into spending money on unnecessary repairs. To avoid falling for this scam, always get a second opinion before agreeing to any expensive fixes. If a shop claims your car has serious issues, take it elsewhere to verify. Also, be cautious of high-pressure tactics, such as warnings that your car isn't safe to drive. A good mechanic will explain the issue clearly and give you time to decide. If a free inspection turns into a sales pitch, walk away and find a more trustworthy repair shop. Scam number 7. The lifetime repairs. Scam. Many mechanics and repair shops offer lifetime warranties on parts like brakes, shocks, or mufflers, making it sound like a great deal. They claim that once you pay for the repair, you'll never have to pay for that part again. However, there's often a catch. The warranty only covers the part, not the labor costs, which can be just as expensive as replacing the part itself. Some shops also find loopholes, like claiming that normal wear and tear isn't covered, forcing you to pay for a new part anyway. To avoid this scam, always read the fine print of any lifetime warranty and ask exactly what is covered. If the warranty doesn't include labor or has too many restrictions, it's probably not worth it. A better option is to find a reliable mechanic who uses high-quality parts that last longer, so you don't have to worry about frequent replacements in the first place. Scam number 8. The oil change. Upsell. You go in for a simple, low-cost oil change, but before you know it, the mechanic is trying to sell you extra services you might not even need. They may tell you that your transmission fluid, power steering fluid, or coolant needs an urgent flush, even if your car is perfectly fine. Some may push higher-priced synthetic oil when your car doesn't actually require it. While some fluid changes are necessary, most vehicles have specific maintenance schedules outlined in the owner's manual. Instead of relying on a mechanic's word, check your manual to see when services like fluid flushes are actually needed. If a mechanic insists on extra services every time you visit, they might be trying to upsell you for profit rather than genuinely helping your car. Always ask for proof and get a second opinion if you're unsure. Scam number 9. The fake safety concern. Some mechanics try to scare customers into paying for unnecessary repairs by exaggerating safety issues. They might say your brakes are dangerously worn, your steering is about to fail, or your suspension is unsafe, even if there's no real issue. By making you feel like your car isn't safe to drive, they pressure you into expensive, immediate repairs. While safety is important, don't fall for scare tactics. If a mechanic claims you need urgent repairs, ask them to show you the problem. Check your owner's manual for recommended service intervals and consider getting a second opinion before agreeing to costly fixes. A trustworthy mechanic will explain issues clearly without using fear to push unnecessary repairs. Scam number 10. Unnecessary wheel alignment. Some auto shops push unnecessary wheel alignments as an easy upsell, even when a car shows no signs of misalignment, such as pulling to one side, uneven tire wear, or an off-center steering wheel. If a shop recommends an alignment at every visit without explanation or fails to provide before and after measurements, it may be a scam. While alignments are essential after hitting potholes, replacing suspension components, or noticing handling issues, routine alignments without cause are often just a way to inflate your bill. To avoid this, trust only reputable mechanics and verify the need before agreeing to the service. Scam number 11, the mystery leak. Scam. Scam is a common trick where dishonest mechanics claim your car has a serious oil, coolant, or transmission fluid leak, even when nothing is wrong. To make their claim more convincing, they may pour a small amount of fluid onto the engine or undercarriage, creating the illusion of a leak. They might also show you a damp or oily area in the engine bay, hoping you won't question it. Once convinced, you'll be pressured into paying for expensive repairs that your car doesn't actually need. To avoid falling for this scam, always check for leaks yourself by inspecting the ground after parking for any fresh fluid stains. You can also mark your fluid levels beforehand so you can verify if there's been a real drop. If a mechanic insists on an urgent repair, ask to see the leak in person while the car is lifted, and if possible, get a second opinion from another shop. Staying informed and questioning suspicious claims can save you from unnecessary expenses. Scam number 12, the unnecessary repairs. The unnecessary repairs scam is one of the most common ways dishonest mechanics take advantage of unsuspecting customers. In this scam, a mechanic may claim that multiple parts of your car need immediate replacement even when only one component is faulty, or worse, when nothing actually needs fixing. They might use vague terms like wear and tear or potential failure to pressure you into approving costly repairs. Some mechanics even perform unnecessary work without your consent and then charge you for it. To avoid falling for this trick, always ask for a detailed explanation of the issue and request to see the damaged or worn-out parts before agreeing to repairs. Checking your vehicle's maintenance schedule in the owner's manual can also help you determine if the recommended work is actually necessary. If you're unsure, get a second opinion from another trusted mechanic before spending money on questionable repairs. Scam number 13, the fake discount. This scam is all about making you think you're getting a great deal when you're actually being overcharged. For example, a shop might offer a 50% off discount on a service, but the original price was inflated to begin with. Don't let shady mechanics drain your wallet with these common scams. Stay informed, ask questions, and always get a second opinion if something feels off. Knowledge is your best defense against unnecessary repairs.